Hi, my name's Riley, and today we're going to be illustrating and explaining DNA fingerprinting analysis. DNA fingerprinting is used to link DNA evidence from an individual to a particular crime scene.
It's such a lovely day. Oh my gosh! What happened? I have to use DNA fingerprinting to figure out what happened to this crime scene. We're investigating.
Hair sample.
Let's test it.
In order to figure out what happened at the crime scene, we're going to be using gel electrophoresis. Gel electrophoresis is a technique used to separate DNA by size. The smaller sizes move faster through the gel versus the big sizes, and since DNA is negatively charged, it flows to the positive end of the gel. This technique amplifies the DNA bands at two different loci because there are different alleles that are different lengths.
Hey, Crystal, catch this! Whoa! Riles! I just tripped over this guy! Crystal, we gotta get out of here. Put on a disguise and let's go.
After the police came back with the evidence from the lab, we can try to prove if Riles and Crystal are guilty. So, we need to look at the victim. The victim hair matches sample 1 hair on locus 1. So we need to go to locus 2 to see if the victim hair matches sample 1. And as we can see, they do not match, so we can rule out that the victim's hair was sample 1. So we can do the same thing with sample 2, and we see on locus 1, the victim hair does not match sample 2, so those hairs cannot belong to the victim. Now we can look and see if Riles and Crystal are guilty. So we can see on sample 1 that neither Riles or Crystal have matching bands, which means they can be ruled out for hair sample 1 on locus 1. However, we can see that Crystal has matching DNA bandwidth with hair sample 2 on locus 1, so we need to check locus 2, and we can see that Crystal does not have matching bands for sample 2 on locus 2, which means Crystal can be ruled out as a suspect. Riles has matching bands on locus 2 with sample 2, but if we go back to locus 1, she does not have matching bands with the sample 2 on locus 1, which means she is also ruled out as a suspect.
Joey, get over here!
Shut up, Mom.
But there's a crime scene!
Get out of here. Hope I didn't leave any evidence.
Now we're going to see if Joey and his mom Barb are suspects. We know Barb is Joey's mother because one allele is donated from the father and one is donated from the mother. We can see on locus 1, Barb donated this allele to Joey, and on locus 2, she donated this allele to Joey. However, her DNA bands do not match sample 1 or 2 of the hair, so she cannot be guilty, which means we need to look at Joey. His hair sample matches sample 1 on locus 1, so then we go to locus 2 and see his hair sample matches sample 1, which in conclusion means sample 1 hair belongs to Joey.
Joey, you're under arrest!
Man, I shouldn't have gotten that perm.